Hey everyone, Ben here. No normal episode this week because, well, life got in the way, things are happening, and I'm away on a trip. So, we're just kind of doing our best here to keep the feed filled with something so that the podcast overlords are happy. And I put together a little clip show with some selected moments from previous episodes, some highlights, and just some of the goofs. These are all previously released clips, so there's nothing new here, so no worries if you don't want to listen. But I just figured I'd put something in here to keep the feed active and give you a little something to listen to. We will be back in 2 weeks with the second half of Case 2 in Great Ace Attorney 2. So stay tuned for that. And we also put out a Monster Hunter video on the YouTube feed with Iro and Dessy and myself playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds from the beta. So if you are craving more media from us, you can check that out too. Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Anybody else have any last thoughts for this case before we wrap up here?
Phoenix really cute. Cool. Phoenix cute.
Phoenix is really moe when
we stand a by king.
Yeah, good for him. Mia's cool.
Complete
Shame
idiot.
she's dead.
But
and she's alive technically because she comes back literally all the time.
She is dead.
I like to imagine that like Phoenix is just chilling in the court office and like Mia's just possessing Maya and like watching television or some shit. Like cable.
She's like, I gotta catch up
catch
up on my shows.
Even if she's doing that, she's still dead.
Yeah, like who are we to define life? Like
she's dead. Oh God, she's no longer alive.
But like if she's inhabiting a spirit medium, is she not alive?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's drawing a hard line here.
There's two schools of thought. Some might say that she's alive.
It's not her body. She doesn't have a body. She's not alive.
But that just means she's non-corporeal. That doesn't mean it's a state of alive. Like, you know what? This is gonna get really existential.
I was about to say, you're getting really facade.
She's a ghost!
Ghosts are dead, Tiago!
But when she's possessing a medium, she is in a living body.
Yeah, but she is not the person who the body is alive.
But Maya's consciousness goes away. So there's only one consciousness that is active right now.
Are you still alive while you're... Do you die when you go to sleep, Tiago?
That's not what I'm saying. That's actively not what but that's the thing though, is that they even established in case 2 too that it is not the same as sleeping, because remember how Maya was in the box and they were
you're
like
just unconscious. They don't say you're not asleep. She just says you don't have dreams.
Exactly, because you are not asleep. This is not saying that if you're asleep you're dead.
So are you saying that Maya dies every time she summons her sister?
I'm not saying she's dead. I'm saying that she's in a state of not like. I'm not saying she's. Why are you saying she's dead?
I'm asking you. Is that what you're saying?
Why'd you provide evidence?
I'm also, funnily enough, Tiago, on the witness stand, you just said, I'm not saying she's dead. I'm just saying she's in a state of unalive. Now, unalive and dead are the same thing.
No, they're not. The undead are different, and we both know that.
Well, that'll do it for us this week, folks. You can follow the show on Twitter at Ace Attorney Pod to stay up to date on our latest episodes, as well as the streams.
Listen,
how about 30?
Yeah,
just for posterity.
There we go. 2 claps.
Good enough.
They call me Tommy Two Claps in the West because I clap those cheeks.
Uh-huh.
But only to start the podcast.
Claps.
Drop that after you just post your LinkedIn selfie.
It's okay, this won't make it onto the recording.
This is going to be making onto the blooper reel.
Yeah, this will be the post-credits audio bit.
Are we allowed to record the post-credits before we start the podcast? Is that legal?
This is the pre-credit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. everybody have a joke to make.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They call me Tommy Two Claps because I always clap them cheeks twice.
I feel like we did this one literally last podcast.
I don't think we did.
I put it in the podcast.
I think we did.
No way, bro.
I put it in the podcast
did.
because you did this exact
No
same joke.
way! No!
And you know what's going to happen now, my good friend Tiago?
Going in again!
This is going in the podcast too.
I have no memory of this. I don't believe that. I listened to the pod.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
God damn it. Alright, fine. Fuck it.
It was at the very end of the last podcast.
Oh, jeez.
I put it after the credits music. A
Oh.
little bonus end bit.
Alright, well, let's let's go to court. Should we do one more?
Yeah, if you really want to, we can do it at 30.
Yeah, let's do it at 30. Alright.
All right,
2 clap.
perfect.
They call me. I can't. Never
You
mind.
can't do it a third time.
It rhymes.
You can. Then it's not 2 claps anymore. Then it's 3 claps, Tiago, and we're getting into a weird territory there.
I'm sorry. It's the first thing that if I see the number, if I think of the number 2, I immediately go. They call me Tommy 2 and then blank.
Yeah.
And
They call me Tommy 2 verb.
They call me Tommy 2 verbs because I always verb twice.
I like that one. That's a fun
There you go.
outlaw name.
Oh god. Let's get someone arrested. Yeah, I'll sing the song later.
Tiago, we did the claps. We have to go.
Alright, fine, fuck it. Context for this song. I was like walking my dog Sunday morning, 9 a.m. because we were supposed to originally record Sunday morning, 10 a.m. But that didn't go through. So this, like, I was walking my dog and I like just started singing to myself. And the song was like, Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth, investigation, Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth, investigations.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there, Internet. Welcome to Updated Autopsy Report, a podcast from Yotsubin and Friends, where we replay the entire Ace Attorney series with longtime fans and newcomers.
So, Phoenix and Maya are investigating the alchemist's house. There's a butler comes out named Jean Grey Earl. And the line that gets me here is the one that fucks me up the most, which is Maya going, wow, this is the first real butler I saw. And I thought to myself, wait, that's not true, Maya. You saw the other one. And then I remember the other one was Shelly the fucking killer. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that wasn't really a butler.
The other butler was the one from the hotel as well.
He wasn't a butler, he was a bellboy.
He's
That's
that
right.
That was a
bellboy.
bellboy.
He was a bellboy. You got me there.
There you go. So this is
And
the
you know that
first
Jean
real...
or Jean is going to be important because
They look like a fucking Fire Emblem character.
yeah, she's of the ruling anime people class, and so
Yeah.
is the dead alchemist who was horribly murdered, apparently. This guy we've never heard of before.
Or so they say.
Also, they're like, oh, obviously only women can be witches. Men can't do any magic. And I was like,
Yeah.
cool. I guess we didn't know that. And I was like, you figure out it's Jean pretty quickly because this is a case where you figure out the answer really quick, and then you have to like slog through all the Muppets like arguing with you, and like random
Yeah.
Fire Emblem characters just being like, jump through these hoops. So it wasn't a surprise. It was more of just sort of like, I know how it happened. I have this evidence. Please let me present it.
I think...
But
part-
I was like, oh, diversity win. Men can do magic. Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
men are weak in this universe.
Except for the
What?
storyteller.
I get the storyteller objectively doing magic. Just
Yeah, no.
saying.
That's not magic, though. You know, it's storytelling.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not magic
Alchemy
if you're
also
God.
not magic, I guess.
So like,
No,
what?
yeah, alchemy is magic based, so they don't count that.
No, alchemy is not magic. Explicitly,
Algebra?
algebra is not magic. Explicitly stated
Alchemy's not magic because we are providing a service that the Muppets of the community deem useful, and therefore
Exactly.
it cannot possibly be magic.
Alchemy isn't magic because men can do it.
Bro. Did anyone? I immediately saw Jean Greyell and I was like, "Is that a little girl? Like, what are you?" Like, I immediately assumed.
You were fooled. You were not
Tiago
fooled. You saw
homophobic
through
moments.
this.
I had that. So last episode, dear listeners, we talked about Rose Jr.'s bowl cut.
Yeah, that's
And this episode. Oh, there it is. That was kind of what I looked like.
Straight
Listen,
up. I'm not kidding. That's what Rose looked like in middle school.
Yep.
Rose Jr. looked like a Fire Emblem character.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Doing
was
this
more of a
bit-
Muppet, but I did have that haircut.
Right. Doing this bit is something that, I don't know, is a rite of passage, I guess, for all these kind of mystery games or even just mystery stories in general, is to do a switcheroo. Oh, you thought this character, presented as a boy, but actually they're a girl,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Like, that always happens in these.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of just a little eye-rolly, depending on how it's executed, right?
I love a good Shakespeare play. Like, listen.
Right.
My man did it right the first time, but
It was just one of those things where, like, when I saw this character, I thought to myself, this character is very gendered, and then I just moved on. I never thought of, like, they're just like, oh, only fucking girls can be witches, and I'm like looking at this character, and I'm like, there's a solid chance this character is a witch, if you know what I'm saying.
kind of unclear how
also
old
they're
she
anime.
is, too. Like,
She's like 14 or whatever. I just made that up.
yeah, it was like, how old are you? Like, at first I was like, oh, cool, a 12-year-old, like, butler probably wouldn't be a butler. By the way, you'd probably have like a footman or something. Like,
A what?
be real here. So, like, a butler is like the head of the other servants. So if there's no other servants for you to like command, you're not really a butler.
You're just a servant.
What was
Yeah.
the title that you just gave?
A footman or like
Is that real? I've never heard of that.
yeah, it's like a lower ranking. I read a lot of like Jane Austen, like
Okay, you're
bullshit.
right.
Like, I am.
The only Austin I know is Texas.
Jesus Christ.
I've never been there. I gotta say that.
I know it, but I know of it.
I know of it. The point being is
this
that,
is
like,
where I reveal I'm deeply into classical literature and a huge asshole.
well, I believe in
But-
one of those things. Just wanted to leave.
The silence. We were all
No
waiting.
comment.
Yeah.
We were waiting for the other half of the joke.
The classic literature fight.
We know.
Anyway,
Um,
no, it was
the-
fine. The case was fine. Woo.
I mean, it's Ace Attorney logic, but yeah.
Yeah,
Manfred Von Karma went to prison.
he's dead.
Yeah,
Maybe.
There's
I don't
no
know.
there's no way Manfred from Karma, the world's
My man is
most
dead in
fucked up
prison.
prosecutor, was able
They-
to survive a week in a prison filled with people he put there.
unjustly.
Unjustly.
Remember Christoph Gavin, though.
What about him?
Remember his whole situation in prison?
Oh yeah, where
I feel
he was
like
like
Von
having
Karma
tea.
absolutely has a similar prison cell if he
Oh,
actually
yeah.
went to
The
prison.
He is
difference
rich.
the difference is that Christoph Gavin was a defense attorney, and therefore the people in prison was probably people he defended.
He was in
Where-
solitary too for like being a serial killer.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Manfred Von Karma only killed like 2 people.
Manfred
That we
Von
know
Karma
of.
is responsible for hundreds of unjust arrests. There's no way he was
Oh, yeah,
able
he's
to
dead.
reach the cafeteria without getting fucking killed.
Yeah,
Right.
He's definitely dead.
All
I mean,
the fucking
I would be
ahead.
delighted to see him again because I love my shitty old men. But No, he's dead.
All the fucking like animals in the prison have reason to kill Manfred von Karma. They have been trained to like see that stupid ass bastard and kill him on sight.
Yeah, no.
The thing about Ace Attorney like convictions, right? Like von Karma or, you know, various other characters, they exist in essentially a Schrodinger's prisoner state where they've been put in prison forever and maybe have been on even death row and maybe been executed, but we're never going to exactly say in game, in canon, what happened to them. They just went to prison and now they're in this little box, this Schrodinger's box.
You can be at death row for like a really long time.
So we only know one person who bit it. Rest in peace, Delilah. What's her name? Dahlia?
I'm gonna kill you.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia
Yes,
Hawthorne.
we know for sure she bit it.
She got the
that's true.
rope. That's
She
crazy.
did.
That's
I mean, she is our only like actual serial killer, I think.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, also there's I guess being an assassin does not make you a serial killer.
No.
Anyway,
serial killers do like spree killings usually.
yeah, we gotta go back to the sugary case.
Oh yeah, okay.
Remember we talked so much about how we dislike Judge Courtney that like we put her in the same rankings as Dahlia Hawthorne for villainy. Like,
Well, Dahlia Hawthorne
quite,
was less
but-
annoying.
that's true. I think
in the back half, in the like the flashback before we get back to the present, the one other thing I wanted to bring up was, did anybody else crack up when Von Karma said the name of the other detective who did the work for him before Bad came
Rip
on?
Lancer.
Rip Lacer.
Rip Lacer.
Replacer.
Ha.
Oh. All right.
All right. Clap, clap.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like you said 16, my brain was like, but we're at like 48. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Same thought.
Clap, 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 clap. Take it back now, y'all.
One hop this time.
One hop this time.
I'm just imagining the fucking giant face from 1984 being like, one hop this time.
One hop this
I mean,
time.
if that's what the face from 1984 is telling me to do, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, he's just a DJ.
He's just a DJ.
He's just a DJ. Oh my god! All right, let's prosecute.
Shout out to all the beautiful women in the audience tonight.
This one's for you.
Obey.
Heart of Glass EDM remix by Blunt.
What do we do a show about again?
Yeah.
Funny bits that make us laugh.
Oh, thank God.
Yep. All right.
I'm waiting for Des.
We're waiting on Jenny.
Des. It's Des. 1 week since he looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics, do you?
The boom anime babes that make me think the wrong thing.
Dude, they do make me think the wrong thing.
I could hear Jenny laughing from the other side of the house when I did that.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's beautiful, actually.
Yeah, that's how you know we're made for each other.
It made me do the wrong thing.
Oh, man.
What?
Yep.
All right.
The boom anime babes that make me think the wrong thing. Mystery of taking off my shirt.
How long have you had this on your fucking soundboard?
Oh, since the start.
Is this the start? Is that going to show up on the recording?
Yeah.
Good shit.
If I use my soundboard, it will show up in the recording. It's just a little on the quiet side, so
Yeah.
usually I don't do it because it is.
It's
Kind
too
of- it would-
quiet.
Yeah, it's a little too quiet. Because I've turned them all down because I don't want to blow out my friends' ears when we're in Discord. You know.
It can
I
get quite
pre-
noisy.
I appreciate your restraint. We're gonna free our man Slyman.
Oh yeah.
Free my man, dude. When he gets out of prison, he like removes his hair and he actually doesn't have that dumbass ponytail.
He stays the same so hard that he keeps walking around with the broken manacles on because it's edgy.
He goes back to prison.
Yeah.
That's where
he starts talking normal.
So like, I started making myself laugh because of this really stupid thing that happened to me today. So I was in the shower today, and I thought to myself,
Shower thoughts.
What's a good
Welcome
question
to Tiago.
That's it. That's Tiago's.
Tiago's.
Well, we should have done voice warm-ups after all, huh?
I know, right?
So
I
thought to myself, like, what's a good boat song, right? Because this episode, this mystery takes place on your boat, right? And what's everyone's favorite boat song?
That's a good question.
Some
South
cool
Australia.
sea shanty, I guess. I don't know.
You want like a sea shanty kind of vibe? I mean, I'm definitely would probably. I would want like a Jimmy Buffett song though, right?
Yeah, no, like yacht rock. I hear you.
I
but
want
I don't have one on deck.
specifically the Pogues cover of South Australia.
Here's the thing about this is that I thought to myself, the only song I could think of, because I posed myself that question, and the only song I could think about was the Banana Boat Deo song. But I immediately realized to myself, I don't think I could sing that song without it sounding like a little racist, right?
Right.
Because then I'd be doing an accent. So then the next question I had to follow up with was, what accent could I do to sing that song to not make it racist?
How did we get here?
ADHD.
You gotta have this ready, right? Like, you gotta be like, all right, this song.
You gotta have it on deck. You can't just like make that up on the spot because it's so fraught.
Yeah, it's one of those songs where it's a
minefield.
I've never needed to have this thought on deck.
But now it's there in case you need it.
What's
What's everyone's favorite non-racist sounding boat song?
So of course,
what's everyone's favorite non-racist accent to do?
So of course, in the shower, I had to sing. I had to come up with one.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I gotta fucking compose myself because I was in the shower and I just started singing to myself, "Day-yo, day-yo, daylight come and me wanna go home." You know, like.
Okay, I'm kind of into it now. I've come back around.
Yeah. Work all night on a drink of rum.
No, that's just how those songs sound, though. That's just how Fallout Boy sounds.
Oh my god, Ben is so loud it is coming through my fucking microphone.
It's fine.
I think it's funny.
So I made myself laugh while in the shower, and I was like, oh, I actually have to go to work now. I have to fucking clock in.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Oh my god, I have a fucking headache.
We watched you give yourself that headache. That's on you, buddy.
I'll take a sip of water right now. You can hear it on the fucking mic.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Anyway, that's my shower thought for the day.
Nice.
What do you think?
Informative.
I feel like I learned something. What the fuck?
I love that we didn't know that was gonna happen. Just a surprise.
Yeah.
This is a silly little treat.
Thanks for listening to Tiago's Shower Thoughts. So yeah, that is the adventure of the unbreakable speckled band.
I'm raising my hand.
Okay. Yes, Tiago?
Rose, I have some questions.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Is Sherlock Holmes this much of a piece of shit in the books?
No.
Okay, follow-up question. Is he this dumb in the books?
No.
Next question.
Okay.
Did this case follow the, general plot of the case of the Speckled Band, the Sherlock Holmes this is based on?
Also, no.
Okay.
It does have some similar elements.
So your crackpot theory is that this is not.
This is a guy pretending to be Sherlock Holmes. I mean, Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now,
So, if that's the case,
and he's doing a pretty good job of it. Clearly, he's got enough people fooled. But like,
right.
he's stupid.
So where? Do you know where the real Sherlock Holmes is?
I don't have enough information yet.
Is the real Sherlock Holmes in the room with us?
No, definitely not, because he would never allow this to happen.
So
Right.
this person that we've encountered, this famous detective.
Yeah, that's my insane theory.
I want to put him into a saw trap. I think he deserves it.
He's also he's doing sleight of hand tricks, right? He's I'm like, this criminal.
You don't think that the regular Sherlock Holmes could do this?
No, he totally could.
Okay. Here's
just to set the record straight. He could, yeah, absolutely.
Here's my thing, is that I thought that, I did fall, so the very beginning, there's a little cutout, a little animation scene of them reading the Speckled Band out loud or whatever, and as if it was a Sherlock Holmes story.
And that's the original kind of.
Yeah. And I thought that, that it was the snake the entire time. We just gotta get there, and I was kind of mad for most of this case, because I was like, I know it's the snake, bro. Just give me the fucking chance to say it's the snake. And then, of course, it wasn't the snake, so I got egg on my face. The thing
interesting that they did that effect to you, a person who has not read this Sherlock Holmes story, and it still worked.
I mean, honestly, they just showed me an animation at the very beginning, and I immediately based the entire case off of the animation, because
you just assume
you're not supposed to do that. They do that every time.
They wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, they show you the villain at the start in the very first cases, right? They show you the villain, so obviously that's factual truth.
It's the case of the Speckled Band, not case of the Russian ballerina. So
case of the cute little kitty cat.
Case of the little kitty cat. I need to dismember Sherlock Holmes. I need to become Jack the goddamn Ripper. I need to get him.
Oh, Jack the Ripper.
I found him annoying and frustrating, but more in a funny way. I love that Tiago has been driven to violence. This is funny for me.
I think that if this motherfucker got me accused of murder of my best friend and somehow convinced the entire boat that I'm from a country that I've never been to, I would go insane. I think I would actually become a slasher and get him. And only him. I would quit. I would put down the blade once I got him. I give up. My mission would be complete.
Violence renounced.
Oh my god.